It's hot pig time. It's deal drop weekend. That means we are doing our best to pull out all the stops to really surprise you with wonderful things. Remember, the Peter Thomas Roth deal is coming up in just a little bit as well. This is new. This is Lug. We love Lug around here. In fact, those of us who love Lug fondly, we call you our Lug nuts. This storage with handles, which makes it portable storage, is being debuted in a set of 2 for the very first time. Originally, it was introduced in a large version, and that sold out. And then it came back in a smaller version, and that sold out. So our Lug team went and put their heads together and said, how can we wow her and give you the best value ever? Set of 2, this configuration is only on QVC. The set of 2, if I add the shipping and handling in here, it's $22.75 a piece. That's it. And when you see the quality, you're going to be thrilled. Let me jump through all the different options so you could get started ordering these, because we have 1,000,001 ideas, and I'm sure you do, of how you're going to use these. All right, so this is called Luxe Leopard with the black background. And if you look there, you can see the leopard kind of camouflaged. Here's the red houndstooth, really, really pretty. Isn't that pretty? This one is so special. This is coastal. So think about all of your entertaining that you're going to do. And remember, it's not only storage, but it's got very comfortable handles. So you can definitely take this wherever you need to take it, from the kitchen to the table or wherever the case may be. If you want coastal, put it in the cart and check out. Remember, again, it's not yours. If it's in the cart, it needs to make sure you check out. Down here, these are fun. There's the lemon lime, nice and bright for you. Next to the lemon lime, you're going to see the love stripe, which is iconic in the Lug brand. Next to that is a color I really love, this cappuccino color. Isn't that pretty? It almost has a little rust to it. And then we have our black. And last but not least, over here, packed with all kinds of goodies. Maybe we're talking about your groceries or, you know, something that you're delivering to someone. This is called your silver right here. Let me go ahead and introduce you once again to someone that we absolutely love around here. Her fashion just, well, she exudes fashion every single time, and she brings us all kinds of lugs. So,
Hi,
hey, Deb,
how are you? Good. And now we have stylish organization, and we've never done a set of 2, so this is really exciting. And look how flat.
That's my favorite part right there.
Yes, it folds
Look
flat.
at that.
So we make it really convenient for you to always have this really great combination of storage meets tote bag. And then look what you do, Pat. Pop it open. There's a little tab right here. So you want to be sure that is facing upwards, and then it's really easy to pull the tab and then collapse it again.
And it just goes back to being collapsed.
Exactly. And I'll show you this empty because we have plenty of ideas here.
We do.
We've got a little bit of organization built in because, of course, we just couldn't bring you storage. We have to bring you phenomenal prints, little details like this little clear window inside. We also give you this clear pocket on the outside. This is quilted. This is water resistant, so bring it to the beach, bring it out to the patio while you're grilling.
Wait, it's quilted, it's water resistant.
Yes.
So now you don't have to be afraid if you're going to be putting like ketchup and mustard in there and, you know, taking it out from the kitchen counter out to the picnic table.
Exactly. And then as you called out, Pat, the anti-slip grip here, no slippage on the shoulder. This is a tote bag that you can bring in and out of the store to the beach. My husband was saying, you know, this is his perfect bag for going out to the grill, like putting all the condiments and the burgers and the hot dogs and the buns. And then you're done grilling, you come inside and then you load it up with all the s'mores, the sticks and the marshmallows, right? I'm like, oh, I'm already there having a summer cookout.
I'm with you. And the nice thing is, because sometimes when you take things on a tray, if they slide, where this doesn't, the measurements on this, just so you know, it's 17 inches long, 10 inches wide, and 3 inches high. It's not heavy either, but it's very well built.
It's very well made. If there's one thing you know you can count on from Lug, well, there's a few things, but organization and quality. This is very sturdy, very durable, holds up to 35 pounds each one, and you get a set of 2.
I know, and this is the first time you did the set of 2 for
Yes.
us, which is really nice. You know, if I don't add the shipping and handling in, it comes down to an easy $20 a piece. Add the shipping and handling, it's $22 and change. And you're getting something that you will reuse and reuse and reuse. You know, this is that trip to the grocery store, or maybe because your kids are about the same age, almost the same age as my Nikki, you know, you're bringing things to the kids. You know, their groceries, or they're taking things out of your house this way. I have seen a lot, Deb, and this color right here is going to be perfect. Going to a wedding shower, they don't want you to wrap the presents anymore, but you have to be creative. And instead of giving them a wicker basket, why not put your present in here? Whatever it may be, sheets or towels or whatever it may be. A baby shower. Everyone can use these. And the nice thing is when you're not using it, you fold it up.
You know, there's something very satisfying around structured tote storage. Like those 3 words together, you know, it just gives you peace of mind. It is very satisfying knowing when you're at the store, the bottles fit in, they stand
They're not rolling
up.
around.
Exactly. So everything not only is structured on the outside, but it's structured on the inside.
It could be for the back seat where the kids or the grandkids sit, and you can put that long trip that you're going to take this summer, put their coloring books in there, put their Amazon pad in there. Their Amazon tablet in there, and that could be, or maybe you're someone who works in sales and you work out of your car. You can put your things in here. I have something very similar in my car, and I put my winter ideas in here. We're going to go through all the colors in a second, but here's an update. Over 300 of you have already dialed in. The coastal pattern, very, very popular. And the metallic diamond, which is this one, very, very popular. But Deb, would you mind going through all the colorways and prints with us?
So we have the Luxe Leopard, and you'll recognize if you're a lug nut many of these prints, so a lot of you collect them, and this has been one that's been very popular. And then our red houndstooth, all of our lug nuts, we're super excited to see all these new prints. This we did in a cuddle throw, and this is a beautiful pattern. And in the coastal, I have to tell you, my favorite photo, a lug nut lined her whole back entranceway on the shelves with the coastal and then did the rug to match.
Oh, beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I mean, take a look at this. This could be the Easter basket for the kids. Instead of doing the traditional Easter basket, you can put, you know, whatever it is that you're giving them, a little bit of candies in here and maybe the pool supplies in here, which is nice. All right, Deb, we're back to you.
And then we've got the lemon lime in front of you, which is a really happy punch of color. We've got the Love Stripe Black, which is Morse code for love, so that has a nice hidden meaning. And then we have the cappuccino, and then we have a solid black. But these honestly will never leave your trunk. I find it just, it makes everything so orderly, whether it's in the back of your car, whether it's in your playroom, whether it's in your entranceway, and because they're so decorative, you can have fun styling these like that one woman did with the coastal.
The nice thing about this is these are strong. This is not a cardboard box. This will be something that is decorative, functional, it's storage with handles. All right, Mr. Steve.
We don't leave home.
We made a little Easter basket of items from the show, which is so exciting.
Perfect.
We've got a halo coming up. We've got a Laura Geller, our today's special value. I love this lemon lime. It's so electric and cool.
And that way you'll never lose it. You know, maybe your supplies for the beach go in there. What would you use it for?
I would literally take this right into the grocery store and put this in the cart.
Yes, that's what I do.
And load this up with ease. But this is my favorite part. I mean, you guys think of all the details. This wonderful shoulder strap. That is so smart. Because
it's rubberized.
If this wasn't there, it would slip.
It would slide off your shoulder.
So easy.
And I have this packed, and you can see how comfortably it sits on my shoulder. And I did just that yesterday. I went to the store, had a bunch of things, and they said you can either get a cardboard box for free. I would have needed 5 of them, and that would have been clumsy, or pay for your bags. I had one of these, and we were good to go.
Oh, definitely.
So it's really a savior when it comes to shopping, going down to the pool, the beach, all the things.
And here's the other thing. Look. This is what you're storing. So if we're talking about a dorm room, if we're talking about downsizing, if we're talking about, you know, literally anywhere, none of us today want to have to store a lot of stuff. And that's the beauty of this. And you said we could wipe this down.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know, absolutely. Wipe it clean, water resistant, quilted, all those high-end details with something that's so functional for day to day.
Definitely. I mean, you could absolutely put like your baking dish in here too if you want to transport that to like the
That's
where the
potlucks and the
structure
barbecues.
comes in.
Bring your
Right.
lasagna
So
that
good.
way, your pan of brownies, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
Okay,
That's
we got to
right.
go.
All right, we gotta go. We're gonna
all
go
right.
through colors here. Let's tell
Really
you
quickly.
about them. So fun. All right, lots of options.
Leopard.
Love.
Red houndstooth. Coastal has been very, very popular. First time on the air, debuting today. Set it to only on the queue. Lemon lime. Here's love stripe, cappuccino, black, and that metallic diamond has been very, very popular.
I like the cappuccino too.
I do too.
We're all
There's
loving
something about that
browns.
color.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind leaving that out. So, oh, you know, cat and dog toys.
Oh, perfect. How about that?
There you go.
endless.
Good to
All right.
see you.
Thank you,
Good to
guys.
see
Deb.
Debbie.
All
All
right.
right.
Was that
Lots of
yummy?
fun. That was delicious. We saved you one.
Did you?
Yeah, we definitely
Really?
did.
Truly?
Yeah, put it in your dressing room.
We'll be right back.
Definitely.